gets me high. Your love gets me high. Your love gets me high. Yeah, your love gets me high. Your love.
Hi everyone, look who I have, Aiden. I don't know if
Oh
you
my
guys
God.
remember on my channel, we did a video where he did some, what did you call predictions?
Predictions for the next 5 years. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're doing an update video. First of all, update on Aiden, what he's been up to. And then we're going to go through some of the things that he did a prediction on and see if anything came of it. So we also have that. So other than that, Aiden, what have you been up to? What's going on?
Well, hey guys, if you don't know who I am, my name is Aiden. Um, Back in 2022, I started my YouTube channel called Aiden Reads Tarot, and I had the time of my life. I met so many amazing people. I even got to meet Sheila in person here in Dallas. Um, Hopefully she can come back again soon. But yeah, I basically started my channel back in 2022 because I was like, well, I'm in the process of learning how to read cards, right? So I want to let other people join me for the ride because I'm sure there's people out there that don't know how to do it themselves. Um, and then a few months into that, I realized, oh, you don't need cards to, um, you know, be intuitive, you know? So I kind of fizzled out with the cards and just started reading by myself. Um, and then I think back last year, I kind of took a break from my channel just because I'm so busy with school and, I needed to take a break just for safety reasons, some safety reasons. But I was like, well, why don't I just come back to my friends' channels and just say hi and pop in? So that's why I'm here with Sheila. But yeah, I've been at college. I'm a junior right now, and I'm majoring in film. So a lot of exciting things are happening. I'm always working on scripts, editing videos, helping people in this community even run their channels. So I have had so much fun this year and last year, but I missed you guys. That's why I wanted to come back.
Well, we missed you. I knew that you were kind of busy and stuff like that. You're still in Dallas?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know if you had went somewhere else for college or not. I didn't know if now do you still do your TikTok also? Or did you take that down too?
I took down my TikTok.
Okay. All right. I know you went live on there quite often, so I understand while you're busy. I mean, you can't do everything. We're not superhumans, right? Even though
Yeah.
some days I think I am, and I'm not. We can't do everything, work, this, that, and the other. So
Yeah.
it's so good to see you. It's so good to see you.
I know. Virtual hugs to everybody out there. I missed you
Oh,
guys.
yes. So I am really excited about this film because I want to definitely get some updates on which ones I you probably have them on a list. Is that correct?
Yeah, so I didn't go look at all of them. I didn't research all of them, but I have five here that have already come true. And I want to preface it by saying that we filmed this collaboration on September 30th, 2022. So almost 2 years ago, we filmed this video, and it now has like 43,000 views on Sheila's channel, which is so cool.
And I will bookmark that or put it in the description so you guys can go check it out.
Yeah. So the first thing that I mentioned on the video was that I think there would be some volcanic eruptions in Peru. Um, and get this, a few months later, there was a volcanic eruption in 2023 in Peru. And get this, a year later, this year in 2024, there's been a volcanic eruption in Peru. So there's been two since that video, which I thought was so enthralling. Well, hopefully everybody's okay, but I think everybody's fine. Um, the next thing I mentioned was that we would see a lot more healthy fast food options. So driving into town and seeing all the fast food places, you're like, oh my gosh, is that a fast food salad shop? So there's a lot of these in my town nowadays. There weren't when we made that prediction, but there's like a salad place like called Salad to Go. There's a lot of smoothie like drive-through options. So yeah, and then we're seeing like Burger King making vegan meat and all these fast food companies making vegan meat an option. So that's really cool to see. I thought that I was so happy to see everybody getting accommodated.
Well, here in Colorado, I literally drove by it was called it was called a vegan restaurant. And that was new. I was like, what? Yeah, so
Yeah,
we're getting more and more, and they're being more and more bold. I know there was covert a lot of times, like you go into a restaurant and there's like this little itty bitty cert down here on a menu that you could probably get. But this was like a full on, very, very busy vegan restaurant that is being very popular here too. So
yeah. I have to sneeze. I feel like my allergies are so bad. I was just trying not to sneeze that whole time. Okay. Um,
it's okay. I can edit it out.
okay. Well, you don't have to. I feel like I try to be as real as I can be. People
Yeah.
can relate, I guess.
Sneeze if
Um,
you have to.
okay, so we got volcanic eruptions, fast food, and then I even predicted this in our video, big changes in the UK monarchy. So we're seeing that going on right now. King Charles, taking the throne, getting sick, Kate Middleton getting sick. But one of the things I predicted in that video was that I thought that Canada would try and leave the British Commonwealth. And we're seeing a lot of these ideas go on in Canada. I don't know what goes on up there, but I know that they're tilting more to the conservative side nowadays. Is that right, Sheila? I've heard that has been happening.
I don't know much about what goes on there either. However, I thought they were tilting more towards the liberal side. It's
Mm,
just they're going to go through the same thing that we're doing here in the United States, where they have
yeah,
both other are starting to be a conflict. So there's that. But I somebody from Canada probably can describe it a whole
yeah. Let
lot
us
more.
know what the political climate is in your country
And if they
because
want to separate from England, yeah.
yeah. So that's what I got 2 years ago. Um, another one, lab grown milk. And I was like, this is really interesting for me to get. So I looked it up today and I was like, there's so many articles about lab grown milk. There's so many vegans out there. I don't know if I would ever drink lab grown milk. It just feels a little weird to me. Like, I don't know, where does the milk come from? Like a tree? So, um, so hopefully, we get information on that, but it's out there. I know they're working on it. And then one of my favorite ones is California banning the sale of fur. I predicted this in 2022. And then on January 3rd, 2023, a statewide ban on the sale of new animal fur products went into effect on January 1st, making California the first state in the US to ban the sale of fur.
Wow. Very
So
cool.
those are just five. There's probably more in that video, but I only researched, a few of them, but I know there were three big predictions that we read on at the end of the video. One was I saw like a lot of war happening in Africa in the next 5 years. And the second one was the demise of Donald Trump. And we're seeing that going on right now,
Yep.
aren't we?
Yeah, we are. Yeah, I the demise of Donald Trump. I remember when I my first video, and I don't really know where it went, to be honest with you. I have to go look. But anyways, my first video I ever did with a remote view. I did a remote view of Donald, and he was like a piñata. And he was hanging above the everybody, right? And as I looked, everybody was hitting at the piñata, but it was actually like swords or knives or something like that. And keeps on getting lowered and lowered and lowered and lowered. And finally, he was lowered enough where he was swinging and he was getting sliced, right? I know it's graphic, but this is entertainment purposes only. And then I looked at the crowd and I went like, who's doing this? And it was his own people. It was his own people that were taking him down.
Oh my
slice
God.
by slice by slice. And I was like, and now look where we're at. And this is while he was still president. And we weren't even sure that Biden was going to win at that point. You know what I mean? But yeah, look at
Yeah,
this for everybody who has testified. I mean, there's no Democrats in there testifying against his guilt.
it is such an amazing thing to see this happening right now because knowing Trump, he could have just gotten away with all this stuff. Like he's gotten away with so many things in his past. But once you mess with the people of the United States, you don't usually get to go away,
Yeah,
to
and
get
he's
away with
probably
it.
going to get away with a lot still. I'm pretty sure of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're watching his slow crawl to justice. It's starting to get really irritating. However, um, the knowledge that the Democrats have been right all along. I know it, that you go over to the conservative side, they're like, Trump has been right all along. I'm like, how can you guys really say that? How? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
How can they really
exactly.
they really, 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 really just want to make sure that Trump wins on all costs, no matter what.
I and it's so sad. But you know what the saddest thing is? People think all the time, oh, Gen Z Gen Z kids are the ones that are going to be making the change in the world. But I have to tell you, at my campus, at my school, I go to a conservative school, and we have this app where it's like a whole discussion board. And somebody posted a poll, right? They posted a poll, and it said, "Who are you voting for in 2024?" And the answers were Trump, Biden, Kennedy, other, not voting, and undecided. And there was a total of 2,786 votes. Trump got 42% of the vote. So imagine over 1,000 Gen Z students in the year 2024 saying that they're going to vote for Trump. I hate to break to you guys, but a
But
lot of
that's
people are not.
Texas. But that's
Yeah,
Texas. Texas is a
yeah,
different little beast. And if it's only 42% in Texas, I think that's good.
yeah,
Think about the odds of that, right?
yeah,
So the odds of that's a little better. I mean, if it was like 80, 90%, I'm like, ugh. But 40 in a red state,
yeah,
that's not bad. I wish we would do it for the whole country, right? All campuses.
yeah.
That would be a better take on that. 42% in Texas. It's not good odds for him, really.
But the thing is, Biden only got 14%. And Kennedy is like almost behind him at 12%. But the saddest thing is that 21% of people voted for not voting.
See, I appreciate
More than,
that. But
yeah,
most of them are just not going to vote. They're done with the drama. They're done with everything, and they're just not going to vote, which can go good, can go bad. But if in a red state, those are not voting in a red state, that pretty much gives us a little bit of a positive for that. But we don't
yeah,
expect Biden to be popular in Texas.
yeah. And you know
Not
what?
anytime soon.
Things could be getting better in Texas. If this poll went up probably 2 years ago, the numbers would be much more higher for Trump. So, but I just want to update you guys on, there are still people in my generation that think that Trump would be a good president, unfortunately. So that's why it's so hard for me to like trust people on this campus because I'm like, I don't know if I can trust you. If you think that Trump would be a good president, someone that is anti everybody that's not white, everybody
Yeah,
that doesn't
yeah.
believe the same views as him, if you believe in that stuff, I don't know if I can be friends with you because that goes against all everything that I stand for as a person because I want everybody to be included in things. Trump
And
is
it's
someone that
dangerous for
tries to
you.
separate.
It's
Yeah,
dangerous for you.
yeah,
I mean, let's be honest. Let's be like real. It's dangerous for you to befriend somebody who supports what the conservative side supports, right?
yeah.
They don't care. They don't care. They think
They
that,
don't.
go ahead.
It's kind of insanity because you would think that people my age or younger would be so for inclusivity and just making everybody happy, but that's kind of not the case here in Texas. I don't know about it in the rest of the world, but
Well,
in
did
Texas,
you watch Tennessee where Kyle Rittenhouse was trying to speak in Tennessee? In Tennessee,
I did see that. Yeah, he got chased
and
out.
they ran him, and it wasn't just, the black and brown, the minority children in there. There were a lot of white ones in there also, supporting that and running him off stage and running him off the campus. And then he went to Kentucky, right? And that they did the exact same thing to him there. So those stories are coming out. Those stories are getting through. Now, if he can't make it in Tennessee or Kentucky, right? The conservative kids didn't show up to shut that all down in a red state. They weren't the majority there that was the loudest. They weren't. So there's hope at some point in time. Like I said, I feel for you being in Texas. I wish I could yank you out, put you in Colorado so you could just
Yeah,
flourish like
be
the
open to
rest
be
of
friends
them.
with everybody. Yeah,
Yeah,
because it's
flourish.
hard to be. I bet a lot of people watching this can understand. Like, it's hard to be friends with people that don't have the same beliefs and mindset as you because you're like, oh, you're so close-minded. You do not believe in anything that I believe in. So it's hard, but I I hope that people will change, and I think they will. I think it's already happening. So yeah,
Well, there's a thing called in the science is called the Lila-metric system, right? So if there's enough atoms in there that all line up, so the atoms are in chaos, and you add one more, and all of a sudden one more adds up and they line up. And that's what our belief system and our energy and our thought also does for this country. Enough people's mind and energy changes, all of a sudden things will line up. There's another word for it. I can't think of it right now. I never can. But anyways, it'll line up. So what we do is we just keep on going and keep on changing the minds, keep on adding to the collective of the inclusivity, all of that acceptance and stuff like that. And with the kids, with everybody. And at one point in time, it's like the monkeys. They had a study with the monkeys where one side of the country, these monkeys were learning to how to do things with tools, right? And so once they learn how to do the things with tools, so the monkeys and their energy and their thought process, they're connected just like everybody else is connected. All of a sudden, these monkeys across the thing never met these other monkeys were starting to use tools. Why is that? Because the collectiveness of these guys transferred over to these guys energetically without nobody knowing it, without nobody seeing it. And now both sides were using tools. Who taught them that? It was a collective mind that taught them that. And that's what we keep on going for. That's what we keep on talking to everybody. That's the reason why we're doing what we're doing. Get the collectiveness together, get it together. And
yeah.
with
So
that
I what I
energy,
got from that moral of the story are monkeys are smarter than MAGA Republicans.
of
So
course.
that's what I got.
Well, yes, and to be honest with you, we have to bring their vibration up, right?
Yeah,
Just being around them can bring their vibration up. That's how important your energy is standing next to somebody who is conservative. Your kindness, your good words, whatever. You don't have to be friends with them because I don't want you in danger. But your energy will affect their energy, whether they believe it and see it or know about it. But they will remember how they feel around you more than they will ever remember anything else or experience with you. Therefore, my energy is going to affect somebody else's, and we got to they're just at a lower vibration. That's it. We
yeah,
just got to get their vibration up higher so that they can start dipping into the wisdom of the universe.
That's really good advice. Yeah. I think that's important for everybody to utilize. I think
Yep.
that, you might be thinking, okay, why is it my responsibility to help raise someone's vibration? And it's because if you don't, who will?
Yeah.
You never know.
And you do it naturally. It's not a responsibility. It's you have that effect because we're responsible people who make sure that our vibration is as high as we can make it for that day. Not every day is good. Like I said, I love a spiritual experience, but some days I just want to beat people up. So I mean, I have that contrast as well. But as much as I can, but whoever I encounter that day naturally will have that effect. My only responsibility that day is to keep me up and keep it there. That's what that is. And so therefore, the universe takes care of itself that way. And I wish I could remember what it's called. Somebody will. I'm pretty sure somebody will pop it in the comments of what it's called when all of a sudden the atoms all line up and we have enough collective energy. It's just like all of a sudden slavery stopped. It's not like everybody got on the thing, you know what I'm talking about, like slavery for the whole world. All of a sudden, they weren't selling slaves, this, that, and the other. All of a sudden, that collective mind, everybody chose not to do it anymore, and it just dissipated. It had no energy to continue on. It's the same.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that America is really such an example for the rest of the world because a lot of people in other countries, when they think of America, they think of this great place. But when they see this great place have so much division, I think that it really sets an example to the rest of the world. Because if America can be divided, then so can the rest of the world. So I think that once America and we collectively decide to stop being so divided, I think it'll make
Yep.
the world a better place.
Yep. And it starts with me, you
Yeah.
know? I
Even buying a coffee at the coffee shop could, raise someone's
Yep.
vibration. If you say, I really like your hair, or have a great rest of your day, you could really help someone's energy and help someone's vibration be raised. You're like, oh, that woman, that man is a really kind person. I want to be his friend. I want to
Correct.
be like him. So
Absolutely correct. What we say and what we do and how we interact with other human beings is more important than almost anything we do throughout the day and what we do. So absolutely. So anyways, thank you so much, Aiden. It's so nice to get to update with you. And I hope everybody goes and watches that video that you did with me a while back about your predictions. I will post that, I think, either in my comments or underneath the description. Either way, it'll be there for you guys to go and watch. Do you have anything else, Aiden, that you would like to say?
well, I just want to thank you for having me on. It's so nice to catch up with you and catch up with your subscribers. And hopefully I'll be making the rounds more soon. So it's not going to be the last you see of me. But thank you guys so much for being amazing people in general, because you guys are some of the most kindest people that a lot of us have ever encountered. And it just shows how amazing people are in the world. So yeah, that's what I have to say.
Yes, let's keep those people in our energy and in our thoughts.
Yes,
I
yes.
totally agree. All right, everyone. Bye.
Bye, guys.